Honestly, I don't feel much of a difference in like the way I work, how I approach things. Same, just continuing to build, day after day. For a whole off season, it stacks up a lot. Worked really hard this off season, so I feel good.
So Eddie, right now you're like one of the top punters in the country. Mm-hmm. Is it a little bit bittersweet though they can't even qualify for anything? Do you even think about that?
Nah, I honestly don't really think about that. I just think about helping out the team the best I can. Putting my team into good situations, help them win. Just stacking days on top of each other, getting better day after day. That's all I'm really thinking about right now. So
let's move over. Sorry, you're just a little too close. Sorry
no
about that.
What's been your biggest improvements so far this year with your game?
I really think confidence. Second year here, being familiar with, day to day, how it is here, the coaches, everything like that, so just confidence, I feel, this year, so.
How much credit do you like to take in left punts?
Not a lot. That's really on the guys that are working hard, getting down there, covering well. I can't really take any credit on that. So it's those guys training and giving good effort. So.
Didn't do anything special with the football this week?
No, not that week. I think maybe the wind. There was some quite strong wind, like up to high in the stadium. So maybe pushed it offline a little bit, and he had to adjust. But it was nothing on my end. No.
Obviously, Hank is the one that recovered it. What were the kind of conversations when you guys got back to the sideline? Because it doesn't happen, all that often.
Yeah, it was great. Just see him. He works so hard. To see him rewarded in a way like that, get some credit. That's awesome to see. He's a great guy. Works really hard. So it was just really a great, great time on the sideline there. So.
What kind of an impact has having a special teams coordinator had that maybe wasn't around last year?
I'm not sure how. Like the organization is this year, but the rules changed nice. You got everybody able to help out. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but that was a rule change made this off season. But it's great. Just feel good with the coach right now. So
does weather make a huge difference when you're hunting? Obviously, when the air's a little bit warm, it's probably going to travel a little bit farther. Does it really make that big of a difference?
I think it absolutely does. I'm not going to be, ever one to blame weather. This guy's doing that. No, that it's always just being my best. But it absolutely does. You see, like in UFC, guys when they go up to altitude like this weekend, it's going to be, they're going to gas out quicker. Or golfers or baseball guys. Altitude absolutely plays a difference. Cold weather plays a difference as well. Wind. It all impacts, how I do my job in a way, but it's part of adjusting. It's part of being, elite as a specialist. Able to adapt no matter what, whether it's rain, snow, shine, whatever. So, yeah.
One of the big stories of the offseason was like gaining weight and strength and everything as a team. Does that apply to the specialists too in your guys' training program?
Absolutely, yeah. I think we don't really have a set goal of, we got to get bigger because we're playing in the Big Ten, but always looking to gain strength, gain athleticism. I think if you're doing stuff like Olympic lifts, if you get a way stronger power clean, I think that's going to absolutely translate onto the field. Just in the building that fast twitch muscle, it absolutely does make a difference. How much you're in the weight room as specialists.
Eddie, sorry if this got asked, but just heading into the Big Ten, knowing that you guys might have to play more grinded out football at times, was there anything different kind of in your off-season regimen? As a punter, anything different specifically that you did that you feel like got you ready for this?
No, I was always been working hard, just gonna stick to what I've been doing. In terms of Big Ten, there are a lot of closer games, so maybe some of the moments are bigger, but I don't really feel that. I think always over my career I've done my best in close games and pressure scenarios, like if there's 2 minutes left in a game, we got to punt, to pin them deep. I feel like that's where I've always been best. Close games, if anything, that helps me. So I feel good.
I've been asked, what's it mean to you to be so highly nationally ranked and punting average and the stats that kind of define your position?
Yeah, I don't really think about that too much, but it is, it's always a good thing. I'm never gonna, complain about it or say, but that's not something I'm thinking about week to week. I'm just thinking about, working each day, getting better each day. So.
What's it been like for you just the past couple of years, knowing that, at times you're not going to be used much, with Lincoln Riley's offense? Just what's been that kind of mental process for you, working through that?
At times it's been difficult, but it's, if I'm not punting, that's a good thing. It means we're winning. The team's doing well. The offense is doing well. Quarterback's throwing a lot of yards. I'm never gonna, feel some type of way about that. It's just, it is a little bit of a mental thing, but I'm always glad if I don't have to. Yeah, that's what I say about that.
What has Michael shown you as the kicker so far this year since coming in?
He's been great. He's been consistent. He's very mature. He's got a really strong leg. His mechanics are very, very good. We actually worked with the same trainer back home when he was at Georgia Southern in high school. We worked with the same trainer out of Charlotte. A great guy, veteran presence. It's been great for the room.
Knowing that you guys have had a few slow starts here and there offensively, how much responsibility do you kind of take and put on yourself in those situations to say, okay, maybe offense is starting a little slow. What can I do to kind of help things out, right now at this point in the year?
Yeah, always trying to help the team out as much as I can. I wouldn't say, at any certain moment, my job is more or less important, but always just every rep is the same in my mindset and the way I attack, my responsibilities on the field. So.